I am joined with the Executive Director of AIDS Help, Scott Pridgen. Now, they are just coming off of their biggest fundraiser of the year. That is the Royal Campaign for Fantasy Fest Queen and King. They managed to raise $368,000, which is the most that has ever been raised by 4 candidates. Scott, that is so unbelievable.
It is so unbelievable. I'm still in shock about it.
Wow.
But thank you, Jenna, for having me on the show. And but yes, it was an amazing number of $368,000. All of that money, of course, goes into prevention and treatment to keep Monroe County healthy. We want to make sure that people know their status about HIV, but not only knowing their status, but knowing their choices that are available to them for treatment options if they are positive, but also there are also options to stay negative. So it's not just about knowing your status, but also your choices, and of course always knowing the facts about what's out there.
Absolutely. Now, Scott, I understand that this year, in the past 9 months, you have had 22 new cases of people who have tested positive for HIV, and that is the largest number?
It's the largest number we have seen for quite some time. Obviously in the early days it was higher than that, but we had seen over the past, I would say probably the past 4 or 5 years, we had seen a trend down for Monroe County for new cases of HIV. For the first 9 months, as you mentioned, we've seen 22 new cases of HIV versus 4 new cases at the same time last year, which is very alarming for us to be such a small county. Some theories out there about why the increase. I think that we're doing a lot more of getting the facts out there about getting tested in the first place and knowing your status. So we do advertise more as an agency to know your status. Also, there is a new law in Florida called the opt-out law. Before, you had to request an HIV test when you went to your doctor or during your annual checkup or labs. Now it is automatically included with your physical and your lab work unless you opt out, unless you don't want to know. So we're starting to see a lot of people who may have not known their status, but when they went to the doctor to get their annual lab report, they tested positive. So I think that just being out there more and having physicians in their private practice testing during their annual physicals, I think that's where we're probably seeing the increase from. So AIDS Help is wanting people to make their New Year's resolutions early this year and get tested in the month of December. So for the agency, we're calling December HIV Awareness Month. And so if you come into our offices and get tested this month, we'll give you a $10 Winn-Dixie gift card. But more importantly, you'll walk away knowing your status. Of course, if you're HIV negative, if your test is negative, we want to keep you negative, and we want to educate you on how you can stay negative. If by chance you test positive, then we want to get you into care right away. Because if we get you into care right away with the medications that are available today, you will live a long life. So again, December, HIV Awareness Month. Come out to AIDS Help. You can give us a call at 296-6196 to make an appointment, or come by our office at 1434 Kennedy Drive. Walk-ins are available, appointments are always welcome. If you do not want to come to our agency to get a test, we'll come to you. We make house calls. So give us a call and we'll come to your home and give you the test right in the privacy of your own home, and still give you a gift card. So,
wonderful. Well, Scott, it was such a pleasure talking with you. I think AIDS Help is such an amazing organization here in the Keys. You guys do so much for the community, and for more information on AIDS Help, be sure to check out ahmonroe.org.